All right, we back again, y'all, with another Seven Levels Explained. This time it's Marvel teams, so heavy on the Marvel. So no DC, no Justice League or Justice Friends or whatever the fuck they used to be, whatever it used to be called. You know what I'm saying? I remember that old ass cartoon used to be coming on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't doing none of that. Today it's just Marvel teams, and let's get to it. And make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay updated with every video I drop. Let's go.
Level 1. Street level squads. In the grand architecture of the Marvel Universe, not every battle is fought among gods, cosmic tyrants,
My
or
boy
armies
Luke
of villains.
Cage.
Beneath the towers of Stark Industries and the cosmic skies of Asgard lie the streets, the cracked pavements, back alleys, and neon lit rooftops of human life. This is where the street level squads dwell, heroes without cosmic powers or divine heritage who protect people who can't call the Avengers when their world falls apart. The quintessential example of this level is the Defenders,
My
the
boys.
uneasy alliance of Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. Each member is marked by trauma, guilt, and a fractured sense of purpose.
Now listen, I know we're not talking about the villains or anything, but let me tell you something. Jessica Jones villain, the nigga that just tell you what to do and you gotta do it. What what level what level does his tell you what to do stop? Like, could he tell Thor what to do? Like, yo, Thor, hit yourself with your hammer. Bow! Galactus? I don't know.
Flawed individuals who never sought glory, only survival. Daredevil, blind lawyer Matt Murdock, walks the razor's edge between faith and violence.
Whoop your ass,
His
man.
Catholic guilt shaping his every decision. He believes in justice but bleeds for it, turning Hell's Kitchen into both his crucible and his cathedral. Luke Cage, the unbreakable man with unbreakable conviction, protects Harlem not because he chose to, but because his people needed him to. Jessica Jones, scarred from her enslavement under Kilgrave's control,
Kilgrave.
hates heroism itself,
Jesus.
yet can't ignore injustice when it bleeds into her life. And Iron Fist, Daniel Rand, is a contradiction made flesh. A billionaire monk torn between corporate greed and mystical duty, channeling the chi of a forgotten city to defend a world that doesn't believe in such things anymore. When they come together as the Defenders, their unity is not born of trust or friendship. It is
I see
forged from
Spider-Man back
necessity.
there
They
in
argue,
Moon
they
Knight.
stumble, and they barely survive. But their combined strength turns individual pain into collective purpose. They represent the heart of Marvel's street mythos, heroes who aren't special because they're superhuman, but because they stand when no one else will. Yet the Defenders are not alone in this echelon. Heroes for Hire, founded by Luke Cage and Iron Fist,
Okay.
brought mercenary pragmatism to heroism.
I never heard of Heroes for Hire. I wonder if this guy is gonna like name the people in the smaller groups like this. Like, I see Hulk over there. I see Luke Cage over there. Who is that White Tiger down there? Is that and that's the thing? That's the female version. So I think that's his daughter, and I don't know what that is behind him.
Doing the right thing for pay, but often doing it for free when conscience demanded it. Their business model blurred morality with survival, showing that heroism could be blue collar, not just godlike.
I tell you one thing: the show Iron Fist, the guy that plays him, he fucked Iron Fist up for me. Like, even when I see comic book Iron Fist, he looked cool. Like, the Iron Fist just up there, he look like somebody that could fuck some shit up. But all I see is my chi, Danny Rand. Like,
Later iterations included Colleen Wing and Misty Knight, the daughters
Okay.
of the dragon. Women who balanced blade, intellect, and street smarts, defending New York with wit
blaxploitation,
and fury.
Japanese
Other groups
movies
exist
type
at this
shit.
level too. The Runaways, a band of teenage fugitives who discover
Okay.
their parents are supervillains.
I remember the Runaways. They got a show. I got some shows to watch. I ain't gonna hold you. I got some shows. I say something about Runaways. I say something about the fucking what's some niggas' names? The Inhumans. Y'all know them. Y'all know them side shows. I gotta get them under my belt, man. I got to.
Embody the next generation of street-level rebellion. Lacking resources and allies, they survive by their wits, haunted by the idea that bloodlines do not define destiny. Even the Midnight Suns, in their earliest incarnations, before becoming a supernatural powerhouse,
I'm about to say, come on
were
now.
bound by the same principles. Small teams facing horrors that others ignored, from vampires and alleys to
Nah,
cults.
nah, 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 no, 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 no. You can't say from vampires and alleys like that's just regular. This can't be level one. It's vampires involved. It's supernatural stuff involved. They can't be level one. That's just insane. Level one is for like if a nigga like me rob a bank, Luke Cage come big my ass. Yeah, sure. Not if I'm a vampire. He can't catch me. I'm gonna just fly away. Like what the fuck?
Hidden basements. Street level squads are deeply human. They bleed, they fail, they argue, and they doubt. Their victories are rarely clean. Saving one life often means losing another, and every triumph costs them a piece of their soul. They fight not to save the universe, but to stop one more tragedy from happening. For Daredevil, it's about saving a child from a gang that destroyed a family. For Jessica, it's about breaking a victim's cycle of abuse. For Luke, it's about showing Harlem that power and integrity can coexist. Level 2. Citywide Protectors. When
Alright.
the world grows too large for one hero's shadow to cover, when the line between neighborhood justice and urban chaos begins to blur, a new kind of team arises. The Citywide Protectors. These are the defenders who rise above the back streets but never leave the city's pulse behind. They patrol skylines instead of alleys, their reach extending across entire metropolises where millions
Okay,
depend
so
on
who
them
the hell
not
is
just
that
for
then?
safety but for stability. In their hands, a single city becomes both fortress and battlefield, symbol and home. The clearest example of this level is the Web Warriors, a cross-dimensional coalition born
Who the
from
hell?
Spider-Man's infinite legacy.
Who is the Web Warriors, bro? Like, come on, y'all got to give me this one. Who's these people?
Though they span realities, their essence is city-based, each of them a guardian of a metropolis built on hope and struggle. Peter Parker's New York, Gwen Stacy's Earth 65, Peony Parker's futuristic Tokyo, and Miles Morales' Brooklyn are all connected by the same idea. A single person can bear the weight of a city on their shoulders.
Well,
Warriors turn that idea into an interwoven network of defenders. A living web that spans worlds but always returns to the same skyline. Each of them
I
fights
don't
not
like-
for
I don't like
universal
this one.
conquest or cosmic balance, but for the ordinary lives at risk when cities tremble. On Earth, the Young Avengers embody the same spirit of citywide defense.
all right, I like Young
They are
Avengers
heirs to
better.
the legacy of the greats, children
Yeah.
of heroes, sidekicks, and prodigies who inherit not just their
See, I didn't like the Spider-Man web thing because it's like y'all kind of cheated with that one because it seemed like y'all ain't have too many level 2 groups. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all still talking about individual. It wasn't a team. They had a network across the webverse or whatever the case may be, but they wasn't a team. I don't remember them going out and wrecking shit together. Now they did in the movie. All right, cool, but that was like a team up. That wasn't a team. We talking about teams.
powers, but their burdens. Wiccan and Hulkling, bound by love and destiny, carry the mantle of magic and alien royalty while still trying to find their place in the chaos of adulthood. Kate Bishop, the second Hawkeye,
My girl.
fights with wit and precision in a world that underestimates her. America Chavez punches through dimensions to defend her friends.
My other girl.
Her fists symbols of defiance. Together, they are young, unpolished, and often reckless. But their courage shines brighter than the polished armor of older heroes. They don't wait for permission. They don't need approval. They act because someone must.
Yeah,
Citywide
here.
Protectors represent a transitional age of heroism. They stand between the intimate chaos of street level
They is showing so
and the
much
grand
DC stuff
orchestras
on this
of
Marvel's
world-saving
joint.
missions. They operate where personal lives intertwine with public heroism, where being a protector also means being a symbol. Spider-Man, even when acting alone, embodies this ethos perfectly. His war has always been with the city itself. Its cynicism, its
Yeah, but he
corruption,
dolo
its
in his
indifference.
city.
His allies, like Black Cat or Silk, expand that fight across social strata, protecting everyone from scientists turned monsters to superpowered gangs. Other teams at this level, like the Champions, capture the generational shift in
All right, now who
Marvel's
the fuck
modern
are they?
age. Ms. Marvel, Nova, and Miles Morales formed the Champions not to mimic the
Okay.
Avengers, but to replace them, or at least to rebuild heroism in their own image.
That's
They
the
fight
Nova Corps
villains,
dude back
yes,
there too?
but also institutions, ecological disasters, and misinformation. Their battlefield isn't just the city, it's the society within it. At this level, the city becomes more than setting. It becomes identity. Gotham
Batman.
defines Batman and DC lore. New York defines Marvel itself. Every skyline, every bridge, every subway tunnel becomes a living organism that these heroes must nurture. The citywide protectors are its immune
He's just
system,
rambling
responding
off for
to
level
every
2. Is it
threat,
me or am I tripping?
whether
He's
that
just saying
infection is
stuff.
superhuman or systemic. Level 3,
Said 2 teams, I
National
think.
Task Forces. As the scope of threats expands beyond city skylines, and crosses the invisible borders of nations, heroism itself evolves, becoming institutional, militarized, and political. The national task forces exist in this realm, teams that operate not for personal vendettas or neighborhood survival, but for national security and collective defense.
You gonna make
They
it
are the
red.
embodiment of state-backed
I am
superhuman
as a
power,
toy too.
the living instruments of governments and organizations who see heroes not just as symbols, but as assets. The quintessential model of this level is Alpha Flight, Canada's premier super team.
Okay, X-Men. I mean,
Unlike
fucking
the Avengers,
what's his
who
name was
formed
down with them?
organically,
Wolverine,
Alpha
right?
Flight was designed from the top down, organized under the
That little
Canadian
bowling ball
government's
dude.
Department H. Led by Guardian, James Hudson, clad in armor
Guardian.
powered by advanced technology, the team was a blend of science, mysticism, and nationalism. Sasquatch, a scientist transformed into a raging beast.
Of course, the
Arctic power,
Canadian
Shaman,
Sasquatch.
a mystic healer connected to ancient
The shaman,
spirits.
that's due to their Native American heritage in Canada.
Snowbird, a demigoddess tied to the
Snow,
Northern
Canada.
Wilderness. And Aurora and North Star, mutant twins of light and speed.
Aurora and North Star. Like, this is the most Canadian shit. They didn't let up on the Canadian shit like how we did Captain America and fucking
Together, they represented not just
Captain
a team,
Marvel and
but
shit.
an identity. Canada's attempt to stand tall in a world dominated by American superpowers. Alpha Flight's stories often reflected the paradox of patriotic heroism. They saved their nation countless times, but at great personal cost. Their loyalty was tested repeatedly as their own government used, betrayed, and even hunted them when agendas shifted. In this, Alpha Flight mirrored the experience of soldiers in a moral war, bound by duty to a flag, even when that flag...
Canada, now that they saying something, where is the Canada movies about y'all Canadian brethren? You feel me? Like, somebody go talk to Feige. Y'all from Canada, y'all can have your own separate thing going on. You feel me? And then meet up down the end somewhere. Somebody should have been set this up. Y'all got your own fucking Canadian team. What were y'all thinking?
No longer represents the people they swore to protect. Other examples exist across the globe. The Winter Guard, Russia's answer to the Avengers, combines the iron nationalism of the motherland with the
Red
brutality
Guardian
of Cold War ideology.
We the bear.
With heroes like
Hold on, let's run it back. I don't care.
The Winter Guard, Russia's answer to
the
the
bear.
Avengers, combines the iron nationalism of the motherland with the
Dark
brutality
Star,
of
Crimson Dynamite.
ideology. With heroes like Red Guardian, Crimson Dynamo, and Ursa Major, they fight threats both foreign and domestic while
got
serving
a
the
bear.
political ambitions
fuck
of their
it.
homeland. The Big Hero 6, though better known for their animated incarnation, began as Japan's national response unit, blending advanced robotics, discipline, and public image.
Is Big
into a
Hero
team that
Marvel or
represented
something?
the
What the
country's
fuck? That's-
technological pride.
I don't know.
In the United States, teams like X Factor Investigations straddle the line between independence and government service. Initially founded by mutants pretending to be mutant hunters, the team eventually evolved into a state-sanctioned unit under the
Never
Mutant
heard of
Affairs
them neither.
Department.
They sound all right.
Led by Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man, X Factor
Multiple
often
Man.
operated like a noir detective agency within the superhuman world.
That's
Uncovering
interesting. That's a
conspiracies,
movie you can
corruption,
make or
and
show.
mutant
That'd be
exploitation.
crazy.
But with government contracts came oversight, and with oversight came moral compromise. Their storylines captured the gray area between heroism and control, where doing good required bending the rules of right and wrong. What separates national task forces from lower tiers isn't just their resources or scope.
Is it me or is they stretching the teams out? Because, I mean, how many teams are there? It can't be that many fucking teams. You got 7 levels. You got 2 teams level. That's 14 teams. And Mario, we got 14 teams? Shit.
It's their accountability. They operate under laws often restrictive and contradictory, and must constantly reconcile their moral compass with political necessity. A citywide hero might save lives instinctively. A national operative
Black
might be
Bolt.
forced to choose which lives to save. Their missions often take them into ethical minefields.
Oh, that was,
Espionage,
I know
assassination,
them. That was,
containment of mutants, or preemptive strikes against emerging
Illuminati.
threats. Level 4, Global Guardians. Here, we enter the realm of legend, the point at which heroism stops being a reaction to chaos and becomes an institution of protection for the entire planet. The Global Guardians are the defenders of Earth itself,
The
teams
Global
that stand between
Guardians.
humanity and extinction. They are the ones who respond when the sky...
Is he saying the Global Guardians like that's a team? Or is he saying Global Guardians like that's what level 4 does? Because he just had a group of all these people up on the screen that I never even heard of. So I mean, who the fuck are those guys?
Splits open. When gods descend from the heavens, when science or magic runs
Good
amok,
group.
or when time itself begins to unravel. These are the icons of Marvel, the world's champions, its shields, and its conscience. The Avengers are the purest embodiment of this level, the archetype of the global team. Formed when the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Ant-Man, and the Wasp united to stop Loki's schemes, they began as a temporary alliance but became something greater, a symbol of unity in a fractured world. Over decades, their roster grew into a pantheon of heroes. Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and countless others.
Right.
Together, they have repelled
Whooping ass.
alien armadas, stopped reality-warping entities, and faced extinction-level threats like Ultron, Thanos, and Kang the Conqueror. What makes the Avengers truly global is their adaptability. They're not merely a team, they're a response system. Each incarnation reflects its era's challenges. The original lineup for original, Cold War paranoia, the West Coast Avengers for domestic expansion, the Secret Avengers for espionage and secrecy, and the Ultimates for modern global defense.
Yeah, all over.
Their unity lies not in uniformity, but in purpose. To confront threats that no single hero could face alone. The Fantastic Four, meanwhile, embody another face of global heroism, one rooted in exploration and innovation rather than war. They are scientists first,
I don't know.
adventurers second, and warriors.
Fantastic Four might be like a galaxy saving. You know what I'm saying? Like they a little different than Avengers, right? Maybe. I mean, Avengers saved the galaxy too, right? Considering Thanos took half of the fucking existence. He didn't just take half of Earth. He took half of existence. That means all the universes and planets and galaxies all over the place. So I don't know. Maybe we got to see who's bigger than these guys. Like, well, how does level
Reed
4?
Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm are not soldiers but pioneers, bridging the gap between humanity and the unknown. Their enemies are not always villains, but manifestations of
Like, who's the Marvel Green Lantern? You know what I'm saying? Like, because Green Lantern is like a galaxy, like space cops. Who's the space cops for Marvel? Like Captain Marvel's team? And who the fuck is that? The Marvels?
human curiosity gone wrong. Cosmic storms, interdimensional breaches, and beings like Galactus, the devourer of worlds. Yet they fight not only to protect Earth, but to understand it, to push its boundaries outward. The Fantastic Four prove that discovery itself can be an act of heroism. Beyond these two pillars, the X-Men sometimes rise to this level as well. Though often categorized by their social struggle, there are eras, such as during House of X and Powers of X, when they operate as a global mutant nation, defending Earth while reshaping politics, medicine,
It's that old
and
school
evolution
shit right
itself.
there.
Under leaders like Charles Xavier, Magneto, and Storm, they have faced global threats from Sentinels, Apocalypse, and the Brood, acting as both
The
saviors
Brood? What the
and
fuck is that?
revolutionaries. Thematically, the Global Guardians represent unity through diversity. They are the world's immune system. Independent beings from different nations, ideologies, and even
Bushmaster.
species coming together
Yeah,
under one
Wild
banner.
Huntsman, Little
But their
Mermaid.
unity is always fragile.
Those are fake.
Conflicts over leadership,
fake
ideology,
superheroes.
and morality constantly test them. Captain America's integrity often clashes with Iron Man's pragmatism.
Yeah.
Thor's divine arrogance tests human diplomacy. Scarlet Witch's power challenges the very fabric of trust. Yet somehow, when the world faces annihilation, they always rise. Not as perfect beings, but as a reflection of Earth's imperfect but indomitable will to survive. Level 5, Cosmic Defenders. If the Global Guardians
Oh,
are the protectors of Earth,
right,
the
Guardians
Cosmic
of the Galaxy. I
Defenders
kind
are
of
the
forgot all about
ambassadors of
you, the
humanity
Groot
to
and the
universe.
boys.
They are the bridge between mortal life and cosmic order.
Okay.
Flawed creatures standing among celestial powers, daring to say that even a small world like Earth matters in the vast machinery of creation. The most iconic of these is the Guardians of the Galaxy, a team born from chaos, dysfunction, and redemption. Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Groot are not paragons of virtue. They are misfits and outlaws, each with scars deeper than space itself. Yet through their shared pain and unlikely camaraderie, they become something greater than the sum of their parts, the galaxy's last defense against annihilation. Their enemies are cosmic despots and world eaters. Thanos, Ronan the Accuser, Ego the Living. Planet.
Oh, look at Ego. He look
The
crazy.
Guardians fight not for law or order, but for the right of every being to simply exist. They are the soul
Right.
of the cosmos, a reminder that even in
All right,
infinite
y'all.
darkness, laughter, love, and friendship can still defy oblivion. Their missions
What
are
about
often
Nova Corps?
absurdly
They gonna be on
monumental.
here?
They have prevented black holes from consuming solar systems, stopped genocidal empires from purging planets, and stood between reality and the void during the Infinity Wars. But their true power lies not in their weaponry, but in their humanity, which spreads like wildfire across the stars. They make aliens believe that mortals, fragile, emotional, chaotic creatures, can still save the universe. Beyond them stand the Nova Corps, the galaxy's peacekeeping force, a cosmic
Right.
reflection of the military discipline seen in Earth's national task forces.
Yeah, see, I
skilled
ain't
to
never see
interstellar
them in
reports.
live action
Every
like
Nova
that,
is
other
connected to
than
the world mind.
Guardians of the Galaxy, but
Artificial
not like
intelligence
with
powered by the
the
collective
one guy, the
consciousness of the Nova
Supernova
Corps.
guy.
Its greatest champions like Richard Rider and
Right.
Sam Alexander wield power that can rival gods, channeling the energy of entire star systems. The Nova Corps are the thin blue line of the cosmos, patrolling the spaces between civilizations, ensuring that balance, however fragile, is maintained. This level of heroism operates on scales where moral clarity dissolves. The cosmic defenders face wars measured in light years and decisions that can condemn entire species. They learn that saving everyone is impossible, that sometimes mercy on one planet means destruction on another. Yet they continue to fight, because to them, surrender is the death of meaning itself. Level 6, Multiversal Warriors. At this stage, heroism abandons the familiar cosmos altogether and ascends into the incomprehensible. The Multiversal Warriors are the few who move between worlds, not merely across galaxies, but through the countless versions of reality itself. These are the beings and teams who fight
Yeah,
for
I don't know
existence on
them.
an infinite
Matter of
scale,
fact,
where every choice, every
the
diversity...
dude that I forget his name. His name is like a regular word, like eliminate or something, or dominator or some shit like that. Gladiator, gladiator. He's the confidence guy, right? Like he's just as strong as his confidence is, right? Ain't he part of a team? Ain't they like a team? Is they gonna show up on here? I'm trying to guess them before they come because I feel like I know some shit.
Every what if has created an entirely separate universe. Their missions are not about saving a world or even a universe, but preserving the pattern of reality that binds them all together. The purest embodiment of this level is the Exiles, one of the most fascinating and existential teams.
Never
of
even
Marvel's
heard of
mythos.
them.
Plucked from alternate timelines by the Talos, a device controlled by the mysterious Time Broker, the Exiles are displaced heroes forced to repair the fabric of the multiverse. Their members are often broken reflections of familiar icons. Blink, a refugee from a doomed world. Morph, a shapeshifter whose humor
Morph.
hides deep trauma. Nocturne, daughter of Nightcrawler from another reality.
Okay.
And countless others who have seen their universes collapse. Each mission they undertake...
Nightcrawler out here getting womb,
consequences.
okay.
They may have to assassinate a beloved hero because his survival will unravel reality. They might have to let a world burn so that 1,000 more...
Little
can
baby
live.
Wolverine
The
down there.
Exiles are defined not by victory, but by sacrifice. By their willingness to destroy the things they love for the sake of everything that could ever exist. The Illuminati, in their most secret...
Okay,
and
this is who I thought was
catastrophic
gonna be
incarnation,
7.
also reach into this level. Formed by some of Earth's greatest minds, Reed Richards, Doctor
Right.
Strange, Tony Stark, Black Panther, and Namor, the Illuminati became custodians of impossible knowledge, that universes were colliding. In the era of the incursions, entire realities were annihilating one another, one to one, like reflections shattering on impact. The Illuminati were forced into impossible decisions, destroying entire worlds to save their own, erasing civilizations to preserve existence. This moral apocalypse tore them apart. Tony Stark's pragmatism clashed with T'Challa's honor. Namor embraced ruthlessness, while Black Bolt brooded in silence. They began as saviors and ended as executioners, haunted by the blood of infinite lives.
Damn.
In many ways, they became
Blood of
victims
Infinite
their
Lives.
own
That's
brilliance.
another album. That's
One
another
was trying
album
to carry the burden
for
of God.
a rock
The
group too.
multiversal warriors, even at their most intelligent or noble, always teeter on the edge of corruption. For to perceive infinity is to risk losing one's humanity. Operating at this level transforms
Spider-Man
heroism
come
into
from?
philosophy. These warriors can no longer think in terms of good and evil.
Oh, here they go
Those
again,
concepts
putting
fracture
Spider-Man
when
in these
universes
groups.
overlap. Instead, they deal in continuity and consequence. The Exiles may save one reality at the cost of another. The Illuminati might destroy 10 to ensure the survival of one. The Captain Britain Corps may preserve a timeline where humanity never existed because its destruction would shatter cosmic harmony.
Damn.
Level 7, Omniversal Forces. This is the summit, the final and most abstract echelon of heroism.
All right, let me see this, because
Beyond the multiverse, beyond even the endless sea of
That's
realities.
an ugly ass
exiles
picture
and
right there. Why you
Illuminati
put that picture up? What the fuck is
lies
that?
the omniverse, the totality of everything that has ever been, is, or could be. It encompasses every dimension, every timeline, every alternate creation,
Okay.
including the realms of fiction themselves. Here, time and space lose all meaning. Light and darkness merge. Morality, physics, and identity are rewritten with every breath of creation. To operate here is to exist above existence, to stand at the boundary where reality itself begins and ends. The omniversal forces are not merely heroes, they are custodians of being. They are the rare few entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining balance across infinite realities. Beings chosen, created, or transformed by the highest cosmic intelligences. They intervene only when everything else fails. When universes collapse, when creation itself teeters on the brink of erasure. Their actions are rare, their presence almost mythic, yet every gesture ripples across eternity. At this scale, teams are no longer groups in the traditional sense.
That's what I'm saying.
They are
All right, what the
alignments of
fuck?
cosmic will. When they gather, it is not in a room, but across planes of existence.
Yeah, what I was saying. How the fuck
Their
you get to
members might not even
seven
be aware of
level?
each other's presence, for their cooperation occurs through destiny, energy, and divine synchronization, rather than physical assembly. The most recognizable example of this level is the Infinity Watch. Originally formed by Adam Warlock, the Infinity Watch consisted of beings chosen to safeguard each of the 6 Infinity Gems, the primal building blocks of the Marvel Universe: time, space, mind, soul, reality, and power. Each gem grants mastery over a fundamental aspect of creation, and together they form the Infinity Gauntlet, a weapon capable of rewriting existence itself. Warlock, having wrested control of the gauntlet from Thanos, understood the danger of keeping that power united. He scattered the stones, entrusting each to a different guardian: Gamora, Drax the Destroyer, Pip the Troll, Moondragon, and others, to ensure that no single being could ever wield ultimate control again. The Infinity Watch was not a team of warriors, but a council of custodians, each embodying a fragment of cosmic order. Their mission was not conquest or even defense. It was balance. And in that balance,
call this a team. I call it bullshit, but
in time, the Watch evolved, adapting as the cosmic landscape changed. Later versions involved Doctor Strange, Loki, and even Captain Marvel, chosen by cosmic entities to maintain equilibrium between universes. To hold an Infinity Stone is to hold a fragment of the Omniverse's consciousness, a sliver of eternity that perceives all of existence. Every guardian of such power becomes part of something larger, something divine. Above even the Watch, there exists a different kind of assembly. Those who act in service of the living tribunal, a being of immeasurable authority, second only to the one above all. The tribunal represents cosmic law in its purest form, a three-faced arbiter embodying equity, vengeance, and necessity. When the tribunal speaks, galaxies listen. When it judges, universes vanish.
Oh, so it's really 3 people?
Agents are rarely teams in the human sense, but occasionally
it was like one dude with 3 heads.
Itself destabilizes. When cosmic constants like time, death, and entropy begin to fail, it chooses champions to act on its behalf. Beings such as Eternity, Infinity, Lord Chaos, and Master Order.
That ain't Infinity over there.
Their combined presence forming what could be called the Tribunal's Council of Balance. Mortals like Doctor Strange, Captain Universe, or Silver Surfer have, at times, been elevated temporarily to operate alongside these forces, carrying out missions to restore the cosmic equilibrium. In these moments, Marvel's cosmos transforms into metaphysics. Battles are not fought with fists or lasers, but with concepts. Faith, entropy, purpose, identity, the omniversal forces, don't simply save universes. They decide which ones should exist. They are both creation's caretakers and its censors. When imbalance threatens to undo existence, when the void hungers to consume light, or when an idea grows too powerful, they intervene to reset the scales. At times, these forces cross the line between heroism and divinity. The living tribunal, the Beyonders, and the Fulcrum all dwell at this level.
Beyonders, my man.
The
They are
Celestials,
crazy.
vast architects of life, operate just beneath it, sculpting new universes from raw possibility. Eternity, who is the universe personified.
Listen. All right. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know what he talking about. Like, dog. These don't seem like teams. You understand? Who is these people? Like, I understand y'all all do a specific thing in Marvel. The Living Tribunal, y'all got y'all thing, Infinity, and all the other shit, you got y'all thing. But y'all a team now? In defense of who when y'all run shit? How can y'all even be a team?
Often joins these assemblies, his very being the cosmos itself. But perhaps the most profound truth of this level is its self-awareness. The omniversal forces often exist with the understanding that they are part of a story, and sometimes even beyond it. In rare metafictional moments, characters like Adam Warlock or the One Above All demonstrate awareness of the reader, acknowledging that their universe is but one of countless creations in the imagination of higher beings. They stand where even gods dare not tread. They act in silence when all else collapses. And when the omniverse itself trembles, when the last atom threatens to fade into the void, it is these beings, and these alone, who decide whether reality continues or ends.
No. I'm not trying to hear that. I thought I was gonna hear some dope teams. They shouldn't have made it Marvel. They should have made it comic teams. You feel me? Because they ain't got no teams joint yet that I've seen. You feel me? So why would they do Marvel teams specifically as if they had enough teams to fill this thing up? That last level 7 was just a bunch of fucking rambling. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Like and subscribe, and I'll try to have some iller ones moving forward.